YouTube. Hi YouTube, Nick Mac coming at you again. So I wanted to just do a quick update for you guys, let you know what's going on with me. I'm sorry I'm having some angle issues here. There we go. Just wanted to give you guys an update. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to all of my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. I really appreciate all of the positivity that you guys have been giving me over the last several weeks. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate it. So, on to what's been going on with me. I think the last time we spoke, or I saw you guys, was trying to get my surgery approved. And the good news is I got it approved. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what's kind of been going on with this whole thing, just for those out there that may have to go through this at some time. I had to redo all these tests, not a lot, just had to do upper GI and do some other things. And once I did that, they sent it to my insurance company. My insurance company then sent it to a review panel of doctors with all of the information. They looked at my old history, when I had my last surgery, how much weight I lost. I mean, they looked at a host of things to kind of see that this wasn't something I was doing or needed just because I didn't lose enough weight. It's so much bigger than that. They sent back the approval. Usually when insurance companies approve something, they don't send back an approval and essentially say, they usually say it's approved or it's denied. In this case, my insurance company sent it back as an approval and with a reason for the approval, which was kind of shocking, I think, to my nurse, because it's not something they don't see often. And she read it to me over the phone, and she essentially said that they approved my surgery, and I'm paraphrasing, because the first time I had it done, it was just done incorrectly. And that's what made me a good candidate for revision. So that kind of validated me, I think. I knew it. I felt that way. They looked at everything, and that's the same conclusion that they came to. So, I was really excited to know that. The funny part of all of this is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I've been so caught up in getting my surgery approved and getting in to see this doctor and getting them to talk to me and just all this stuff. I never once asked what type of revision surgery I'm having, what he's actually going to do to revise it. And I think a lot of it had to do with, my doctor did not think that it would get approved. He even said to me, with the last meeting I had with him, it essentially was like, well, I'll send it to my insurance girl, she'll send it up for approval, but they normally don't approve revisions. And he wasn't even very hopeful. So I kind of left that last appointment kind of feeling a little defeated and not really sure if they were going to approve it. Although I called my insurance company, and this is just word to the wise. I called my insurance company myself. I got the codes that my doctor's office was probably going to be submitting to them. I told them what the letter should say within legal bounds. It had to say exactly what was wrong. But my insurance company had already sent me the criteria for revision, and I needed my doctor's office to match that. So I did my due diligence. I wouldn't leave something like this in the hands of just the office, and not in my office's hands anyway, because they just haven't been, to me, they haven't followed through with a lot of things, so I kind of was on top of it. I micromanaged it, I'll be honest. So, but at any rate, got it approved. And I did not even ask my doctor what type of revision I'm going to have. So I've tried to Google it, and I really haven't found a whole lot of anything. Everything that I see says sleeve revisions from lap band or sleeve revisions to gastric bypass. And I'm neither one of those things. So what I'm wondering is if they will take the dilation that I have that's kind of like up on the top, and I'll just kind of give you guys this illustration. So I have this dilation on the top, I'm sleeved, and then I have dilation at the bottom of my sleeve. So with that being said, I'm wondering, will they just re-sleeve me and just call it a day. I wanted to know if the procedure is, what's the recovery time? Is it the same as before? I just have so many questions. So I've emailed my doctor and I can't get them to email me back, which has been the story of my life with them. So I told my husband, I said, I guess my next step is I'm just going to show up at the freaking office and be like, answer these list of questions. Not really, but maybe. I mean, it's just to that point where I just don't know what else to do. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. If you guys have any suggestions, you know, any idea, anybody who's out there that's been re-sleeved before, or I don't know that what has happened to me is typical. I can't find anything out on the internet pertaining to it. My doctor seemed a little surprised, but I also think they dismissed it that I shouldn't say that, but I feared that they would dismiss it that I had overeaten and caused my dilation to occur, which if you got any sleevers out there, and I think I've said this before in a video, anybody out there who's been sleeved knows you cannot dilate yourself in the first 5 months. I'm assuming it could be very possible, but you would have to be eating a ton of food and just in excruciating pain, because the first 3 months you're just getting used to having your stomach be different, and you can't really tolerate a whole lot of food. So my next 2 months were really just a continuation of that. I was working out, blah, 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 all the stuff I've shared with you guys before in the past. So, but I think he was a little surprised that I hadn't lost any weight in such a very long time. And I may be off on the math. The last time I remember losing any weight was May 2013. So, it's April, almost April. It's almost been a year since I've lost any weight. I had my surgery February 2013. So February, March, April, May. So I had 3 months. What am I talking about? So I had 3 months of solid weight loss. Then in May and June, I remember thinking, gosh, I'm not losing any weight. I really started training hard for my 5K, which I subsequently ended up running a 10K in September. And I had no marked weight loss. None. And now I'm doing the math. I'm really a little bit floored by the fact that I've never really done it out that way. So I lost weight the first 3 months. And then after that, I've had no weight loss. Wow. That just floors me. Which now I know why it occurred. And now I know that I'm going to get it fixed. And I'm grateful for that. And I hope this next year of videos, you guys see the incredible shrinking lady that I hope to see. And I know I get all these comments, oh, you look very small, especially from your first video to now. They can see it in my face, and I believe it. I do. I know that I've lost weight, but I'm still 200 pounds, and I'm 5'4". And I don't want to be 200 pounds and 5'4". I want to be a healthy weight where I feel very comfortable in my skin. I'm a very confident person anyway, but you know, this weight thing has just been a battle for me. And I'm grateful that I'm on the road now. And I said this last year, I feel like I'm repeating all of this over again and being very hopeful all over again, and I just hope and pray that this time it works. So I ask that all of my supporters out there, my subscribers, please whisper a prayer for me, because this is, you know, having to do this surgery again, and now not really knowing exactly what it's going to entail. Yeah, it gets your anxiety up a little bit, but I know who I am and I know whose I am, so I'm really not that worried. So that's it for me. I'm going to try to do another video in between before my surgery to kind of let you guys know exactly what revision is going to look like for me, because I think that's important. And then my next video will be the day of my surgery. So again, you guys keep me in your prayers. And again, thank you guys so much for the support that I've received from everyone over the last year. Thanks. Bye.